It's Leanne Peters here. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube. You'll also find me actually on Instagram and Twitter, Temple of Balance. So welcome. This is our reading our cards for this week ahead. That's the week starting the 8th of June till the 14th of June. So let's see what the week has in store for us, potentially. I first of all want to send out an extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light family, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be using my combined deck of Speed of Light Oracle cards with Animal Kingdom Oracle, and I'll be using this deck to find the best card for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and the best card for the theme for this week ahead. I'm not doing personal requests for guidance here today. This is general guidance for everyone. So I trust that you've been led here for a reason, and I trust that something shared will be helpful and supportive for you. So please, as always, take on board what feels right, what resonates, and what fits into your life easily. And if it doesn't fit in or it doesn't resonate, it doesn't matter. Just let it go. You know, I think sometimes if we point out the things that don't resonate or that we don't like, it's sometimes just not necessary. So just own the things that resonate. Just let the other things go. Water off a duck's back. It will likely resonate with someone else. So not everything's going to resonate with you. I would be very surprised if 100% of what I shared today resonated with you. So just take the 5%, 50%, whatever it is that does, and just let the rest go. So I'm going to pause the video and I'll be back before you'll even know it with the my board, and we'll pull some cards for this week. Okay, so let's shuffle our cards and ask for the best card to come to the top of the deck that's the most helpful for the majority of us for Monday the 8th of June, Tuesday the 9th of June, Wednesday the 10th of June, Thursday the 11th of June, Friday the 12th, Saturday the 13th, and Sunday the 14th of June. And we also want to find the best card for the theme for this week ahead. So let's see what comes up. I trust in my deck and I trust in the way I choose my cards. So the best cards for this week are these. So we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and our theme. Okay, let's have a look and see. So this is Monday's card, Monday the 8th of June. We have the Lizard, which is a featured card. It says here, it has further instructions which say to take the third card from the top of the deck. So I'll just put in there, we've got extra blue tack, and we'll go down 1, 2, 3 to Initiation, card 21. So we've got these two cards have come up for Monday. These two cards have come up together for a reason, and what we're going to do is look at them separately, and then we're going to look at their relationship together. So first of all, card 3 is the Lizard, and it says optimism, appearances, delusion, and illusion. This is highlighting that things may not be as they appear or as they seem to us on the surface on Monday. So we've been encouraged to look deeper, look under the surface. This could be connected with something quite specific, like if we're looking at buying a new car, we may want to look at under the bonnet, we may want to read the fine print of a contract. This card is not saying that we won't necessarily go ahead. It's not saying don't proceed. It's just saying that we need to look deeper and look for more information. This could also be connecting with communication or our emotions or situations in our life where we may be looking or perceiving it from the surface and we're being encouraged to just drop a little deeper. There is a sense here of shedding old skin and letting things go too on Monday. And now this card here, card 21, initiation, it says mastery, milestone, progression, and greatness. This is about really opening up and step forward into the next phase of our life, and really prepare to take a part of our life, and especially a part of ourselves, to the next level. So it's about being initiated to the next level. It's like passing an examination test, passing that test so that we can move forward. It's like something shifts or something unlocks, and we are able then to move forward. So what we're being encouraged with both of these cards is to look deeper, especially at the things that are testing us at this time. So the things that are testing us, we may see them as initiation periods or phases, if you like. But let's look deeper rather than, if we're being tested, we may see it on the surface and we may react in the same way we always react to whatever it is. What we're being encouraged with the lizard is to take it deeper so that we can look deeper than what's being presented on the top, especially in regards to a test or an initiation of some sort. So we're moving into a new level of mastery, personal mastery. Now this is Tuesday the 9th of June. We have the Condor, card 50, and it says to expand your horizons. So it's time to stop having tunnel vision about a situation in our life, a person in our life, or even our life or the world in general. I feel it's about now widening our vision, expanding our horizons in regards to our long-term view and our long-term hope for ourselves, our relationships, our life situation, or the world itself. So let's keep expanding our horizons and expanding the potentials that are available instead of getting too rigid by looking too tunnel visioned at something. This is Wednesday the 10th of June, and we have the Stag, card 42. It says new direction. So we're being encouraged on Wednesday to trust in the new direction that we're being steered. It sort of feels to me like there's a path, like a deer path that we're following. And this card's reminding us to follow the path that we feel strongly aligned with at this time. We're being encouraged to trust our instincts and make sure that we are really tuned in and switched on intuitively, instinctively, and also in our body. So trust one step that we take and the next step, so put one foot in front of the other instead of getting too far ahead of ourselves. And I guess this sort of relates to the Condor, because I see, with our path, if we have tunnel vision, we may see little hope for our future. We may be distressed about what we're hearing or what's going on or what we're dreading about what's coming up. If we can expand our horizons and remove that tunnel vision and just take one step at a time on the path, letting it open up, letting it expand as we walk and as we hold hopeful for our future, I feel this is going to be quite beneficial for us on Wednesday. This is Thursday, the 11th of June. Yeah, I had a bit of a sigh before I pulled this card over, and I see why. It's card 9, the Gorilla. And the Gorilla has been popping up the last couple of weeks, here and there, in this particular guidance that I do on video and the cards I pull for the day on my Facebook page. So the Gorilla says to do the right thing on Thursday. He's a stern, assertive, disciplined kind of character, this Gorilla, and he's reminding us to be stern, to be disciplined, and to make sure that we are doing the right thing, living our truth, but also doing what is fair, not only to us, but also others. Sometimes doing the right thing is not necessarily what we want to be doing, but we have to do it because morally we have to do it because we have to do what's right. And this is the type of energy that feels to be around for Thursday. So let's make sure we do the right thing. We might need to kind of be stern and almost fixed in some way in that movement. It's interesting actually, the gorilla feels like a mountain or a rock. It feels very fixed. So there might be a stubborn energy too that comes in on Thursday, whereas the stag feels like it's walking. The condor feels like it's flying. These feel like they've got movement, but the gorilla feels like a rock. You know, it's so fixed. So we might also find ourselves maybe a bit on the stubborn side or a little bit fixed or fixated on things that we might pay to be a bit more flexible with. But just see how you go for Thursday. Now, this is Friday, the 12th of June. We have the Tree Maiden again. She came up last week. It's card 42. She says, ending, surrender, growth, and illumination. Like I said last week, this card brings potency. It brings an amplification of energy. It's a bit like things being under the magnifying glass and things perhaps being blown out of proportion on Friday. So let's notice our reactions, because that will be really important to pay attention to what we're reacting to, because usually the potency that's coming up is to highlight something in our life that's not working or something about ourselves that isn't working. So this card brings with it endings, but it also brings with it growth. Now, Saturday the 13th, we have the Sea Eagle, which came up as our theme last week. It's card 29, the Sea Eagle, and it says reconnection. Doesn't it feel similar? Black and white birds in flight, orangey paper. So this has a strong solar sun energy to it. This has a strong horizon feel to me. So this is about reconnecting on Saturday. We may be reconnecting with people that we care for, that we haven't seen for a while. We may find that it's important for us on Saturday to reconnect with ourselves, but also reconnecting with our spiritual interests and our spirituality. There's a feeling here with both of these cards about balance, with that black and white energy, the yin-yang coming in. Now, this is Sunday, the 14th of June. We have card 4, the Buffalo Woman. And she says talents, gifts, skills, and recognition. So on Sunday, something shifts. There feels to be some seeds that have been planted a long time ago that are starting to sprout. So we might feel quite inspired on Sunday to think about hobbies we want to start, skills we want to develop, or interests we might want to consider pursuing. So there is this sense of getting out and almost this, planting the fertile soil with the seeds of our desires, the seeds of our potential, the seeds of possibility, if you like. But these will most likely take the form of a hobby, an interest, a skill, a talent of some sort that we want to investigate or develop. Now, this card will show us the theme for this whole week. We have sort of a mixed bag of energy. I feel Thursday and Friday potentially the most intense and potentially the most challenging. Monday may be as well. If we're not willing to look past the surface, we may be quite struggle a bit on Monday. But these two feel heavier. So there is a heavier, more fixed energy coming in potentially for Thursday and Friday, but in between there is really quite good movement and a lighter energy. So let's look at our theme. Card 5, the Crocodile. It says stand in your survival power. So you've survived things before and you're going to survive what you're going through now. You are a survivor. So don't forget your survival power as you journey through this week, but not just this week, as you journey through life, as you journey through the things that you face and the problems that you're dealing with and the challenges that you're experiencing. Remind yourself that you're a survivor. You have survived before, and maybe quite even we could say worse things before you've survived. So you will absolutely survive this. So you're a survivor. Stand strong and remind yourself of your survival power. your primitive, primal survival power. Even though the crocodile is very heavy, it does move, and I feel this kind of shift with this fixed sort of energy here. This feels to be quite heavy, but starting to move. It's almost like moving the big boulder and starting to roll it down the hill. So there is something moving too this week, even though things may feel heavy and fixed at times, and we may be quite stubborn in or deal with stubborn people. There is a movement too that's happening as well. So see how you go. Okay, it feels interesting. I think we're going to have a bit of a mixed bag this week. We are coming off a full moon lunar eclipse on Saturday for us. Saturday morning in Australia, maybe Friday for you. But yeah, I think, you know, sometimes when the energy is a little bit up and down, like it sort of feels to be for this week, potentially, I feel it's important to continue to look at the theme card. So the theme card being crocodile, reminding us to stand in our survival power. So, you know, reminding ourselves that we're going to survive this, that we are going to get through this. I think too, it's a reminder, you know, not to give up. You know, sometimes we have tough days. Sometimes, in fact, sometimes we can have a great day that then falls down in the crapper, we could say. And, you know, so we have up and down, not only weeks, but we're having up and down days. So there's going to be some days that we've just had enough. Like we're fed up and we just probably want to run away, escape, take a break and just be done with it. And, you know, I can understand that. I feel that myself sometimes too. So I think it's important to remind ourselves this week, especially in our down moments, you know, not to give up, that we are survivors and we are going to survive this. And, you know, even if our body, if it's the last week for our body, let's say, because, you know, we're not mortal here, I still feel we survive. So whether, you know, we take our last breath this week or not, we are still going to live on. We live on through the things that we create and the life that we've made and the people we've shared our life with. So I think if anything, this is a real big reminder, one, not to give up, two, to keep reminding ourselves that we're survivors, but three, recognize and remember how precious life is. You know, we have so much to be grateful for, but really to make our days, our weeks, our months, our years count. Because, you know, there is going to come a time where we do take our last breath. And we want to be able to, well, I would like to know that I have lived my fullest life that I can. So even when we have our down days, sometimes that attitude, you know, what can I be grateful for? You know, let's pick ourselves up from this, can be what helps shift things around for us too. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I want to wish everybody who's having a birthday this week, happy rebirthday, happy anniversary as well. If you're having an anniversary or there's a special day for you this week, then thinking of you and sending you loads of love. This week I have used, surprise, surprise, my Speed of Light Oracle cards combined with my Animal Kingdom. These have been combined to make a 110 card deck. If you want to learn more about either of these decks or both of them, you can on my website at templeofbalance.com.au. You don't have to combine them. It is an option and it's pretty cool. I love my combined deck. I love using the single decks, but the combined deck I always just seem to go back to because it has both the energies of both decks together and it's just really special. So that's available on my website if you want to have a look, those cards. This week I'll be fulfilling Patreon resources, so thank you so much to my June patrons. You'll hear from me later on this week with our resources, dates for healing events, and things like that, so keep an eye out for those. There'll be support videos coming this week and drawing videos too. And if you want to learn more about me and the work I do at Temple of Balance, please visit templeofbalance.com.au. Have a fantastic week ahead and I look forward to connecting with you through the week, and I'll be back again next Monday for our cards for the week. Please come back and check in with this video from time to time throughout this week just to re-jog your memory or remind yourself of things like the theme or the cards that come later in the week. So thanks for watching. Send you loads of love always from my heart to yours. Thank you.